Today I will share with you the most useful websites that showcase case study design inspiration for designers. So whenever you want to get hired or start your UX design career, we all know how important it is to create a powerful case study that demonstrates your design thinking and your process. So I did a bit of research and I curated a list of 9, I believe, websites that are best when it comes to UX case study inspiration. So many designers asked me what are the most useful ones, so I did a bit of research. I went on groups like Facebook, Quora, or Reddit. I even asked ChatGPT, I Googled it, and I curated a list. So you have to bookmark this, and without further details, let's see what are these. So okay, go to medium.com. I think you all know what Medium is. It's a well-known platform for bloggers, for high-tech enthusiasts, and this is a very trustworthy source, so keep an eye on it. So just type here UX case study in the search bar and you will find a lot of useful studies here. So you see medical care app. Let's see what is this. So I will not analyze each case study because it will take me a lot of time. But if you want to see how I analyze 2 case studies from 2 perspectives, one of an intern and one of a senior UX designer, and to see the difference and to see each approach, I strongly recommend my previous video. I will leave a link in the description. But you can take these websites and start looking and see and get inspired and see each process of each designer and just take notes and just get inspired and apply it to your case studies. So this is the trick in the end. That's the objective. So the first one is Medium. So go here. I also have an account. Please follow me on Medium and make sure you stay till the end, guys, because the last website is the most useful ones. So the first one is Medium, the second one is Drawer.com, and you see here and you can look for UX case studies, and this is very useful because you can take a look at these are very professional made. You see the presentation is also creative, the goal here, the designer, you see with this hero image that takes the full real estate. Okay, so this is very useful. I think these 2, Medium and Drawer.com, are extremely good. Okay, so let's move on to the third one, Built for Mars. Okay, so they have impressive case studies. Okay, let's see the not so subtle reason you hate chat bots. Okay, I think this one is interesting. So look, the amount here is very vast. So they have a list of comprehensive case studies. This is a lot. Okay, so you see how they start with the problem and diving deeper and why people hate chatbots. And I think this is very useful how they approach and how this designer Peter Ramsey came up with the solution. Okay, so the first one, Medium, the second one, Drawer, third one is Built for Mars, that I strongly recommend. The fourth one is UXfolio.io, and this is a tool that helps you create powerful portfolios, but they also have case studies and you can get inspired from. But I think some of them are not that useful because see here, it's a bit of research, a bit of overview. So this is not so detailed as they are on Medium or on Drawer or Built for Mars. So I recommend the Xfolio. Give it a look, see if you find useful case studies or something like that. Okay. The fifth one is CaseStudy.club. They have the domain is very self-explanatory. They also have some categories here, the case studies that have process, user experience, user interface, brand, and product. I think those categories are not good here because a case study present the process, the experience, the user interface. So I don't see how you drill down into some categories of case studies. So clicking on each one, it will redirect you to another website. So all they do here is curated a list with some useful case studies from another sources. So I think this is also useful. You see here the Spotify, how Spotify organizes work in Figma. Okay, so I think you should look on this one and analyze, reimagine the future of television. So again, this is a designer. So I think this is pretty effective. And you see there is a lot of information in the market, but you can just pick one or two or three websites and just bookmark them. Okay, the sixth one, as you may saw in my previous videos, is portfolios. These are interns that are hired by top tech companies in the industry. You can filter down by clicking on each company, and you can see a lot of useful case studies. So they have portfolio courses, case studies. Okay, and this is very useful website because it's made, these case studies are made by interns and junior UX designers. And why I love junior UX designers, because they are so eager to learn. They are hardworking people. They are like a sponge that want to learn and to apply, and to, they are so, I remember when I started out 15 years ago, the energy that I had was amazing compared to now when I have two kids and one wife. So I am very tired sometimes. And as you can see here, you can click on each one and they present you like a pro. This is amazing. And sometimes they are very in-depth and they are very effective, so you can analyze. But I will not get into each case study because I have a life. No, I'm joking, guys, of course. Another source that you can get your inspiration is Behance, but I think Behance is more focused on UI part. So as you can see here, I just took a look on some case studies. Some are effective, but some, it's about the visual part. So the process here is good, design thinking process, but let's see if tools used. So you see a different presentation that you can get inspired. So you see how the tools used is very well presented and empathize, and each phase is unique, presented, user research, competitor analysis. This is amazing. Qualitative research method, define. Okay, so give it a try, guys. Use Behance, is very useful. And another source, I think the eighth, is UxCel, and they have a powerful blog and they have some cool case studies that you can take a look here. The Flexbox Inspector. Okay, so I think this is a very useful one. Okay, so they also, the Behance Institute, the well-known Behance Institute, and this is a case study that applies for e-commerce projects. So these guys are like a guru when it comes to e-commerce area. So you see here the best methods that you can, and the most useful methods that you can apply to your e-commerce process, to your Shopify, to your shopping cart, and to your billing and payment forms. And you can take these practices and apply to your website, and you will be very good. So you see 80% of sites have overly complex password creation requirements. So make it much easier for users, because in the end no one wants to spend a lifetime setting up a password or completing up a payment form. Okay, so Curated also a list with useful case studies, so give it a look. All these links I will leave in the description in YouTube here. And the most useful website, in my opinion, that showcases UX case studies from the well-known companies in the market and the piece of the resistance is Growth.Design, guys. Please bookmark this website. I think this is unique. This is amazing. You see, these guys analyze, so there are two people behind this brand. And what's so unique about this website is that the presentation is fun. You can use your keyboards, and you see the subject today is Spotify Rap six psychology principles that make it go viral everywhere. So you see, by clicking on the right key on my keyboard, you see how it's well presented. It is a bit of fun, and with all these illustrations and all this interaction, the human interactions make it so much fun. So it's that time of year again, and he presents. So let's see how Spotify uses psychology to keep us engaged every year, starting with the notification. Okay, so on each decision that Spotify took, this guy analyzed and see and explain the psychological trigger that Spotify uses in order to get us hooked to their product. And I think this is very, very useful. And you see, first one is curiosity gap. This is a useful trigger many companies use nowadays. So you see, you listen to 5,652 songs in 2022. Okay, now the better approach is your first song in 2022 was Blinding Lights. Would your favorite song be more relevant? It would use the emotional side of what music represents and build even more anticipation. People get so excited throughout the year. And you see the entire year in review, and I think Google and YouTube make it like this. Apple use this technique. Okay, so you see giving psychological insight, variable reward. They give you a reward. So users enjoy that kind of reward. Okay, so you see and you analyze each case study and you see the impact of storytelling and all these useful insights and how the well-renowned tech companies use nowadays all these triggers. And I think, guys, this is very useful. And what's so special about this website is that they also offer us 106 cognitive biases and principles that affect your UX. Okay, so you can see all these biases, all these laws, all this useful information by expanding and by seeing what each one represents. And this one I think is the most useful website when it comes to UX case study inspiration. Okay, you can create an account and just click on case study here, and you can click on it. How LinkedIn increases notification opt-in rates by 500%. Okay, so just go on this website, see what it goes, see what it is, and just study it and just take notes and apply it to your case studies and get hired and start a UX design career. So before we wrap it up, I want to see and to explain to you guys what makes an effective case study. And in my opinion, there are three components and three key ingredients that go into component of effective case study. So the first one is the quality of research. So when it comes to research, it's not about the quantity, the comprehensive sources. It's about few sources that gives you actionable and testable insights into users' needs. That's what makes a great UX research. And this is the first part. And another key aspect of a useful research and quality research is that when quantitative data meets qualitative data. Quantitative means that is what people doing on your website, on your app, and qualitative data represent why people are doing it. Okay, so the best research is in the middle. Okay, the second key ingredient is the ideating phase, how you gather solution for your that solves users' problem. So the solution and the brainstorming part, and how you ideate, how you meet up with your team and gather useful ideas and pass on paper to complete the list with useful ideas, how to sketch your first wireframes without constraints, and all these collaborative methods that put together and that create solutions without having too much constraint. And after that, you can test them and you can involve users in the solution, into gathering solutions, into ideating phase. Okay. And the third part is how you test your solution, how you gather feedback, and how you apply that feedback to the solution again, and how you test again and gather feedback, and so on. So it's a never-ending process. It's a circular process. And if you want to see more details about how I use my double diamond process, you can watch that video, but I will leave links under the description. Okay guys, so that's it for today. Bookmark these websites. Please, if you have anything that you can add to the list, please feel free, and please also comment below if you have any questions, any ideas. And by the way, I'm planning to start a course for beginners in UX design, and it will be with UI, UX, and it will be for beginners, for advanced, and so on. So if you want to get my course, and if you are interested in my course, please also mention in comments that you are interested, and or just hit a reply, or just give me an email on hello.aaron@premiumuikids.com. Okay, thank you for your attention, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.